Rachel Holt for NESN.com alongside Ryan Fowler of Fox Sports. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
You got it.
All right, we're in week 4 of the NFL season, and there's a lot of fantasy football questions, as always. Obviously, with the bye week and injuries that we're dealing with, running backs are scarce, a good running back. So in terms of who you're looking at to have a great week 4, what are some names?
Great week 4 might be a stretch, Rachel, because right now, after coming, and you talked to John last week, when you look at the week 2 injury report going into week 3, I mean, it was a mess. I mean, look at the running back by committees around the league. Minnesota, Jerick McKinnon, Matt Asiata. Look at Detroit. Dwayne Washington's going to get some more burn this week. So we'll circle back to that because Theo Riddick, he's still that PPR option. You go down to Tampa Bay. Charles Sims had a nice game, not a great game, but Doug Martin will be back. You look at what's going on with the New York Giants. Shane Vereen out for most of the season, placed on IR. He might be able to come back. But then you have Orleans Darkwa, and you got a young team there in the backfield. So a lot of running back by committees. I think the big name that's going to come off of the waiver wire this week is Jordan Howard for the Chicago Bears. I looked at the trends overnight, and this is early on. Jordan Howard moved up to 5% ownership on FoxSports.com. And again, most waivers clear Wednesday and Thursday, so that ownership percentage should jump over 50% because Jeremy Langford's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, according to a report. And again, a lot of running back by committees. I don't think Jordan Howard is going to be able to do it by himself in Chicago. Plus, you have to consider the Bears' defense. They're going to be passing a lot in the second half. But I think Jordan Howard is going to be the name brand to keep an eye on. And then circling back to Dwayne Washington, you know, when Amir Abdullah went out, I picked up Dwayne Washington in a couple leagues because I thought, you know, Theo Riddick's a great running back in PPR formats, and he can do some things in the passing game. But between the tackles, they need to see what they have in Dwayne Washington because that's what Amir Abdullah was doing. He was between the tackles, and then Theo did it outside on the screen pass and run. And I think that's what we're going to see moving forward. So the big names this week, Dwayne Washington, Jordan Howard, and then, you know, Kristen Michael, even when Thomas Rawls comes back or is healthy enough to play, I think Kristen Michael proved that he needs a heavier workload, and that was one of the big handcuffs that a lot of people said, keep an eye on Michael in draft season, because if Thomas Rawls can't get to 100%, which he hasn't been able to do yet, Kristen Michael, big game against the 49ers in week 3.